Netherlands become just like Iran and the revolution that happened to us. Actually, sometimes I think that it's the repeat of the history that is first happened to us by tragedy, and now it's happening again by a comedy.
Hi Arwin.
Hello.
We are at the Stopera in Amsterdam because Ed Wagensveld was going to have a protest here. Unfortunately, the police placed us in this little corner. I'm curious what your interest is.
As an ex-Muslim, I'm proud of Edwin. He's a good friend of mine. I will consider as a friend, but I don't know if I have the honor to be a friend of him. As an ex-Muslim, I think what he's doing is right, and he can get the influence and put the question mark in people's mind that there is something happening wrong in Europe.
En in wat ik net al heb aangegeven, en ik ga hier om Amsterdam geen plezier te doen, spuiten we de koran in met varkensbloed. Want wanneer ik hem nu aansteek, en dat is de bedoeling waarschijnlijk, zal men mij gaan arresteren. En hij heeft Amsterdam ook gelijk het probleem opgelost. En zo ga ik ze dus niet helpen.
Why did you stop being a Muslim?
I used to be one of those real Muslims since I was 18, but the things happened that I questioned. I was lucky to question the religion, and I made it, and then I found out that it's based on nothing, and as far as I read and research about it, I just figure out that it's not just Islam but also other religions that I cannot. I'm looking for something to rely on, but unfortunately I couldn't find it, still not.
Okay, so you call yourself an atheist now?
I'm a proud atheist because as an ex-Muslim, it's hard to be an ex-Muslim. You have to be a little brave because of what is written in Quran and what is the manner of the Muslims, that if you just get out of Islam, it's the death sentence for you.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is that like literally written down?
I think so. I think so. There is something that Muslims says that it's only written that at the time of the war they are allowed to do this. But if you ask them, they will say that they are right now in the middle of the war. So they are potentially based on what is written in their book. And the problem will not go to the people. People are innocent, I think, but this political ideology.
Yeah, you take Islam as a political ideology, not as a religion.
No, it's not.
Okay, because obviously some political ideologies can be really dangerous. Mm-hmm. And from what we see, for example, in Syria nowadays, or in Iran, in Bangladesh, there are examples when Islam takes power that a genocide follows. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And also some of them happens in Sudan. Last year, I think. I'm not sure about the country, but we can see that there are also some genocides against the Muslims by some other authorities, but you will never hear anything about this. So it's not about it's not only about being Muslim, but it's a political situation, I think, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous for people, and I hope that Netherlands people, not only the Netherlands people, but also the European people, just think about it, read this book, and don't afraid of the term Islamophobia. It doesn't exist.
Why does Islamophobia not exist?
Because Islam is the phobia.
Okay, they say phobia is an irrational fear.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Oh, a phobia is irrational.
Irrational.
So there's no reason to be afraid, yet people are afraid, and they have a phobia.
Yeah.
So is there a reason to be afraid of Islam?
there are so many reasons to afraid of Islam.
And it cannot be a phobia.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what, like the situation in the Netherlands, you already actually mentioned it. What do you think about it?
I'm so worried, and me, as I'm not a Netherlander, I'm probably an Iranian, Persish, and I'm worried about your land. I don't know. How do you feel about yours? I mean by you, the people who think.
Well, I think in this case, Edwin Wagensveld wanted to burn a Koran, and earlier this week we saw people burn a flag of Israel, and there was actually not a big deal about it. But look, because this guy wants to burn a Koran, there is a whole battalion of military police. I think there's reason for concern.
Yeah.
And I think there's a whole lot of migrants and illegal migrants even.
There are.
And like there's more and more every day. And I don't see women coming.
Yeah.
It's all men.
Yeah. Actually, maybe it's something to be mentioned that in Hardenberg there's an Asielzoeker which consists of 700, I think, maybe 900 or 700, but for sure 700 is at least 700. And I think that 3-4 years ago they asked the people of Hardenberg that we will just settle the families in here, but after they saw that it's only the young people and the aggressive people that are coming, now it's the place for them in there, and the people of Hardenberg are really mad at it and they don't want to extend it. Yeah. And they ask to close the Asielzoeker for next year, and COA is looking for another place. So yes, more and more people, young people, and it's not just young people, also some old people that they cannot even walk. I don't know how did they reach here, but yeah, the situation is very bad.
And what do you think will be a solution?
The solution is to establish a dialogue between the Muslims, between these polars. My English is not that good, but I hope that I can.
No,
make
it's enough. It's good.
Yeah, I think if it happens, the dialogue, which I don't think it can be, but this is the solution. But and in their side, they don't want to talk. They are so aggressive. They are so angry. And they are not angry because of the people, because of what is happening in the Netherlands, because they are angry because they don't have the Sharia law in a free country. And I think in the near future, when they become the majority, that we see that with these policies they will become the majority, they will ask for it. And then maybe Netherlands become just like Iran, and the revolution that happened to us. Actually, sometimes I think that it's the repeat of the history that is first happened to us by the tragedy, and now it's happening again by a comedy. It's a comedy. When it happens again, it's a comedy. And I can see it. I can see the similarities, but no one doesn't listen to me. Even me as an ex-Muslim, when I talk about Islam. But I'm a free man in a free country, hopefully. And
hopefully.
Yeah.
So if talking doesn't work, what would work?
The politicians, they are earning to do something. I think I don't have all those. I don't have a solution for that, but I think the politicians should do something. They have to protect the freedom of speech. I wonder how many police were here with the tax of people to protect the very first thing, the freedom of speech. It's crazy.
Actually, the freedom of speech is already in jeopardy, I think, because there was a group that had like a projector, and they projected on the bridge "White Lives Matters," and they got 6 months in jail. And now people are suggesting, oh, let's make writing on the bridge "Black Lives Matter,"
Exactly.
and that is not a problem apparently. So we are not supposed to believe that white lives matter, but black lives do matter. So I don't think that's a good situation.
No, it's not. It seems that it's polarized. The country is polarized. The nation is polarized, and
Yeah.
it's not a good thing. And one another thing that I want to mention about the Azad say that I'm leaving is that during the Ramadan, the washing machine room, machines room, and the kitchen is wide open 24 hours. And when I asked them that why do you do this only during the Ramadan, they said that there is a potential threat of burning in the middle of the night. And I told them that, do you think that it cannot be happen during the Ramadan? And do you think that the problem is the people who are not Muslim, because you just open these things? And I asked them that, is it possible for Christians to ask for such a thing during the Christmas? It seems that no, and they're afraid to ask for such a thing because there would be plenty of labels that they will stick on them. And you can see even the police. Sometimes you can see some videos that they are not neutral. Yeah.
Do you think there's like a two-tier justice system?
Based on what happened to me actually, and I have some complaints running right now against the police actually, because the COA just calls them and they do whatever COA says, and it's crazy, I think, because they had to listen to me, but they don't listen to me. They just say that we obey. I said okay, and so I made a complaint about that, and I think yes, there are some double standards that I don't know where is the border.
Okay. So, if there's anything you can tell to Ed Wagensveld, what would you say?
Long live Edwin Wagensveld, and I'm proud of him. And he's a brave man, for sure. He's a brave man. And there's an old saying by George Orwell, I think, that he says, "In a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act." And he's doing this revolutionary act alone. I think, as the Dutch people say,
On his
he's
own,
alone. Yeah.
Wow, thanks, man.
You're welcome.